Hello all, welcome to our video. In this video, we will be talking about the adaptive training model which was developed for Let's Ski Erasmus Plus project, which was funded by European Commission. And in this video, we will be talking about the techniques and the training model structure, and we will be including videos from the trainings we had. And let's dive in. For the training model, we aim to develop a tailored training model that provides comprehensive skiing technique for physically and mentally disabled athletes. In this mobility, we had a blind skier, hearing disabled skier, monoskier, also another amputee skier who doesn't have an arm, and also mentally disabled um, skier. And yeah, we aim to develop their trainings. And the structure of this training model started for the first day with a warm up session. And then later on, they moved on the monoski setup and demonstration session. This is actually for the trainers because in the kickoff meeting, while we were developing these training models, they actually requested for a monoski training for themselves by the trainers who has an experience with the monoskiers. And later on, they moved on to the guided drills with the instructors for the rest of the day. And for the second day, it was planned to have a safety issue discussion with attendees. And later on, they went out with the warm up session and they moved on the slope drills with instructor practices around different gates. Because in RGS Kayseri, we had different gates with from easy to harder one. So they were going from the first gate to the ninth to enhance their practices. Yes, the warm up session started with an arm stretches from one side to another, as you can see from the instructor video. And then he actually repeated this exercises for 10 times with the attendees. He actually had also bending exercise to the front and to the back, and later on he stretches his legs, and afterwards he is stretching his legs to the left and right. And lately, he had a balance exercise, but of course the monoskier he didn't use all the warm up exercises. He just did um, the arm exercise to warm up, to not to get injured actually. And later on, we moved on to monoski and basic drills uh, step. In this uh, in this step, the training was actually for the trainers, as I mentioned. They requested a training for monoski. It aimed to explain how to set up and function of the monoski. Uh, and they later on moved on to the guided drills with the instructor. The pole coordination, it was a practice that synchronizes the pole planting with the instructor. And later on they moved on to the controlled descents while performing controlled descents on the gentle slopes. And they also worked on the obstacle navigations. It was for navigating through a simple obstacle course to improve maneuvers that trainees are doing. This structure approach ensures that the monoskier and the trainers understand the equipments and techniques, and providing safe and effective training session. And after that, of course, they moved on the basic drill session. But let's dive into what they talked about during these monoski setting up and function explanation. They first started with the setup of the monoski, which you will be seeing videos from these moments. They first placed the skier in the bucket seat, ensuring he is comfortable and secure. And then they were talking about fasten the safety straps around the skier, providing stability and to prevent movements within the seat. Here you can see the video of it. They were actually they've done it within the building, and later on they moved on to the field to actually put it on. And they attach the skis and outriggers, and here you can see they're talking about how he will be placed in the monoski. This was done to comfort the skier because he haven't been skiing for 4 years actually. And yes, the trainers are placing the monoskier to the monoski. And they also talked about the functions of the monoski, which focuses on balance and stability, steering and control, adaptability, and shock observation. This setup allows skiers with a lower body disability to enjoy skiing with control and safety. And there was another issue with our monoskier because you can move your core while monoskiing, but the issue with him, he couldn't feel the core muscles. So the monoskier, he had to be with the instructors all the time. So the other instructors, the other trainers, they followed the monoski trainer for the first time before moving to the basic drills and slope exercises. And this is some videos.
Out, ja, man.
And later on, we can move on to the ampute skier training focus. We had an ampute skier with the loss of an arm. He didn't have a right arm, and he has been working with the instructor we are working with. And the objective of his training was to focus on improving balance and control using compensatory movements and specialized equipments to his height and also to his balance. And the method they used is exercise that includes single arm pole planting and balance drills. And he also practiced with all other skiers to promote inclusivity and allow all skiers to learn from each other. And it benefited social interaction of the skier and mutual support among the practices. And for the blind skier training focus, he was always with the team and he was guided by one instructor, but he was also guided by the others who knew the pattern, who knew the gait. And the objective was to develop a awareness and the ability to navigate the slopes
¿Qué
efficiently. And the
pasó?
method and the technique include following a guide skier using audio signals and practicing touch-based feedbacks for turning and stopping. Why we had full-time group participation, we were thinking he will be benefiting from building trust
¡Hola!
and cooperation with
¿Qué
other team
pasó?
members because the guide didn't know the place, and he was also guided by other instructors, so he was always with the team, and they were working on techniques that include following a guide skier, using audio signals, and they practiced touch-based feedbacks for turning and stopping. And for our hearing impaired skier, he was actually a 10 years experience and professional skier. So the training focused on mastering advanced techniques, and he was trying to take a leadership role. And the objective was to refine high level skills and prepare the competitive events actually. He also had advanced drills and feedback session with the instructor. And he also had bar touching training, which aimed to enhance the precise and control of the skier. And the method was setting up bars at varying distances, as you can see from the video. The skier practiced skiing between them, focusing on avoiding contact while maintaining the smooth and controlled movements. This was the method that was used for the bar touching. And later on, the
But I talked
second
with
day,
the
we started
instructor
the
that
day
she
with
used to go
the
to ski,
security
and
and
he told me
safety
that
issue
she used to do it.
discussion. And the end, the
He was
instructor
perfect.
of monoskier,
But
he explained the
I mean, we started
previous
it,
experiences
and
he had before.
for example, to tell her to go to the left and to go to the right, and finally she could make it by herself. It's just that at the first slope that we did, we had the lift on the left side. So I was starting
The
to tell her,
safety issue varies between the skiers. That's why this session is
Out here, man.
important to share their ideas and how they feel secure while they're skiing, actually, because all of their disability was in terms of another disability. So it was hard for others to understand, but they were exchanging ideas. And in the later on videos, you will be seeing other practices from the second day. And thank you for your attention. And I hope you enjoyed and benefit from this video.